official Attack on Titan live-action movie trailer was revealed about a week ago, and it brought back so many emotions, and I thought to myself, why am I so invested in Attack on Titan, and why is Attack on Titan so popular? There are a myriad of reasons why. Let's start with the main story. It's actually a rather typical shonen storyline. You have your main protagonist who undergoes a painful experience that sets him forth on his journey. He's not the best, nor is he the most physically apt, but his sheer will and determination is what make him noteworthy, and therefore the likely winner. However, Attack on Titan makes it a mission to show that the heroes are the underdogs, and in fact, the hero might not win at all. The audience desires to watch the characters overcome the situation and win in the long run, but the brilliance of the series is that you can't tell if that's going to happen. This rings true every time a character dies, and mind you, they aren't random sideline characters either. The greatest thing about character deaths in Attack on Titan is that A, it is unpredictable, and B, they don't dwell or reflect on it. The trauma over losing a character fortifies the notion of hopelessness, and thanks to a lack of plot armor, as in a character immune to death because without the character the story doesn't exist, basically, no one is safe. Even the most experienced, proficient soldiers, i.e. Mikasa and Levi, aren't god tier, and that enhances the extreme sense of danger. The creator, Hajime Isayama, had even stated that he had plans to kill off everyone at some point, but he's changed his mind now. We'll see. Not reflecting on the death of important characters serves to depict the dire atmosphere as well. There's simply no time to mourn the dead, and there's always the question of who's next. Let's talk a little bit about the Titans themselves. They're scary. They're essentially oversized zombies with eerie facial expressions that feast on humans, but for no apparent reason. They don't need sustenance, they don't need sleep. It's almost as though they're just hardwired to eat humans. Oh, and they're also pretty hard to kill. They only have one weak spot, which is the back of their neck, and they have regenerative properties, so if you don't get them on your first attack, you've likely lost your only chance and you will die. Their unpredictability, their lack of weaknesses, their subtypes like deviant titans, and their overall mystery surrounding them adds to how complex and threatening they truly are. Now let's get into the action. Soldiers use intricate weapon devices called 3D maneuver gears to swiftly move around and battle the titans. The action scenes are among the best I've seen in anime, and that's thanks to how unique the 3D maneuver gear is, and of course director Araki Tetsuro, who also directed Death Note. He used the heights of buildings, trees, and titans to illustrate the depth of motion and mobility, and you can practically taste the adrenaline. Speaking of adrenaline, I have to point out how phenomenal the soundtrack is. From the first opening intro to the booming orchestra to the soft vocals used within the episodes, everything is calculated flawlessly. And if you haven't heard the lyrics to Guren no Yumiya, you must. I want it tattooed all over my body. Another thing I love about Attack on Titan is the lack of fan service. They don't need it, and they know that. The female characters are compelling and attractive, but not sexualized whatsoever. Some of them are even in same-sex relationships, and the show doesn't capitalize on the Yuri aspect, and there are even a bunch of characters who are gender ambiguous. My favorite. The story Hajime Isayama has set up leaves you with the sensation that something bigger than you can imagine, something intensely complex, is brewing beneath and within. But you not only have no idea what it could be, but it could also unexpectedly pop up at any time. The world itself is practically begging you to figure it out, but you can't, and because of that, you can't stop watching it. I can't anyway. You can check out Attack on Titan on Crunchyroll, and you can even get your free premium membership trial by going to crunchyroll.com/sfnerd so you can watch it free of ads. And guess what? Crunchyroll even has the manga, which is way past what the anime got up to, so if you want to spoil season 2 for yourself, you can do so. 見てくれてどうもありがとう。ではまたね。